We all have an opinion of ourselves. We all think something about ourselves. But the Bible encourages us that it is not what we think of ourselves that matters, but it is what God thinks about you that matters. When we open up our Bibles to Luke chapter 18, verse 9 to 14, we read the story of the Pharisee and the tax collector, and we see what the Pharisee thinks of himself. In verse 11, it reads, "The Pharisee standing by himself prayed thus, God, I thank you that I'm not like the other men, extortioners, unjust, adulterers, or even like this tax collector. I fast twice a week. I give tithes of all that I get." So the Pharisee thought highly of himself, thought himself to be very spiritual, very religious, very good. On the other hand, the tax collector, beating his breast, beating his chest, said, God, be merciful to me, a sinner. And what did Jesus speak about these two characters? We see in verse 14, I tell you, this man went down to his house justified. That is, the tax collector went down to his house justified. For whoever exalts himself will be humbled. When we look at another place in the Bible, when we look into Luke chapter 21, we read of that poor widow who gave all that she had. I'm sure the people around her must have said, she's just put two coins inside. Well, as Jesus' opinion about her was that she gave the best offering. I want to tell you, it is not what you think of yourself that matters. It is what God thinks of you that matters. When we read in 2 Corinthians 10 verse 18, it speaks there, what you say about yourself means nothing in God's work. It's what God says about you that makes the difference. I've read from the Message version. It says once again, what you say about yourself means nothing in God's works. It's what God says about you that makes the difference. Today I want to ask you, what is God's view or word about you? It's not what you think of yourself that matters, but what God thinks of you. God bless you.